What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a massive, game-changing mega project that is currently sending shockwaves across the global defense industry. Imagine a sky covered by an invisible shield. A shield not made from physical steel but woven together through advanced artificial intelligence, cutting-edge radars, and the most sophisticated network of missiles ever created by humanity. Now, most of you are probably familiar with Israel's Iron Dome, right? It's the world-famous system known for intercepting rockets and airborne threats with incredible precision. But while the world's attention is fixed on the Middle East, another military power has been quietly building its own air defense network. And the outcome is something potentially more powerful, far more complex, and most importantly, built using entirely indigenous technology. We are talking about Çelik Kuvvet, or as the world calls it, the Aselsan Steel Dome, Turkey's ultimate airspace shield. Before we break down how the Steel Dome actually operates, let's zoom out and examine the geopolitical chessboard to understand why Turkey invested so heavily in building it in the first place. Turkey sits directly in the center of one of the world's most intense strategic flashpoints. Bordering both Europe and the Middle East, it is surrounded by conflict zones like Syria, Iraq, and ongoing tensions in the Black Sea. Turkey understands firsthand that depending solely on Western allies for air defense is a major strategic risk. History has shown them that in times of crisis, attempting to purchase U.S. Patriot systems comes with significant political conditions. And when they shifted toward Russia's S-400 system, they were hit with sanctions and removed from the F-35 fighter jet program. That pressure from both sides became the ultimate turning point. It pushed Turkey to pursue complete defense independence. And the Steel Dome is the final key component to make that vision a reality. The real secret that sets the Steel Dome apart from traditional air defense systems isn't just the destructive power of its missiles. It's the intelligence controlling everything. Turkey didn't just create missile launchers. They developed an entire technological ecosystem linking every piece of military hardware through a command and control system called Haki, which translates to the judge or controller. The Haki system is powered by highly advanced AI. It collects enormous amounts of data from ground radars, naval vessels, and even airborne drones, processing it all in real time. Imagine this. If a swarm of suicide drones, cruise missiles, and enemy fighter jets all enter Turkish airspace at once across multiple targets, Haki's AI instantly determines which threat is most dangerous, which will strike first, and most importantly, it automatically selects the most cost-efficient weapon to neutralize each one. This weapon selection intelligence is an absolute game changer. You no longer have to launch a multi-million-dollar missile to destroy a homemade drone worth only a few $100s. That's because the Steel Dome is designed as a multi-layered shield, covering everything from close-range engagements out to long-distance threats. In the first layer, or short-range defense, the AI might deploy the Korkut anti-aircraft gun system, firing smart airburst rounds to tear apart drone swarms with shrapnel. Or it can go even further by using high-energy laser and microwave systems like ALA to literally burn out drone electronics, dropping them from the sky instantly. And the best part, firing a laser costs only a fraction compared to traditional ammunition. Moving into the mid-range layer, the Steel Dome uses the HISAR family of missiles, specifically the HISAR A+, for short to mid-range, and HISAR-O for medium range. These interceptors are extremely fast and agile, built to eliminate attack helicopters, fighter jets, and low-flying cruise missiles attempting to avoid detection. And finally, at the outermost layer, the long-range air defense, Turkey has revealed its ultimate weapon, the Sipir missile. Sipir is the crown jewel of the Turkish defense industry. It can track and destroy enemy bombers or ballistic missiles from distances exceeding 100 kilometers, breaking the enemy's offensive wave before it even enters Turkish airspace. When you combine all three of these layers under one AI brain, you get an almost impenetrable shield. Now, I know what you're thinking. If we put Turkey's steel dome against the reigning champion, Israel's Iron Dome, who actually comes out ahead? To give you a clearer picture, I've put together a quick comparison table breaking down the specifications and rough order of magnitude, or ROM costs in US dollars. Let's take a look at the screen. Looking at this table, if we analyze it point by point, you'll notice this isn't really an apples to apples comparison. Starting with the primary purpose, the Iron Dome was designed for a very specific mission: defending cities from short-range homemade rockets and artillery launched just across the border. The Steel Dome, on the other hand, focuses on a much broader battlefield. It's built for full-scale state-on-state warfare, capable of handling everything from loitering munitions to intercontinental ballistic missiles. Next, we have the architecture and the brain behind the system. The Iron Dome is mostly a standalone platform that relies on its BMC system to calculate trajectories. It's intelligent enough to determine if a rocket will land in an uninhabited area, allowing it to fall and conserving ammunition. But the Steel Dome pushes things even further. Heikki's AI doesn't just calculate flight paths. It evaluates its entire multi-layered arsenal and automatically chooses whether to use a bullet, laser, or missile based on what is most cost-effective and tactically efficient. And that leads directly into the interceptors and the cost per interception. The Iron Dome's main weakness is that it depends on the Tamir missile for nearly every engagement. The cost remains fixed at roughly $40,000 to $50,000 per launch. If an adversary fires thousands of inexpensive $500 rockets at once, the side that runs out of money first becomes the loser. The Steel Dome avoids this issue through flexibility. If a low-cost threat appears, it uses a laser. If a high-value strategic bomber is detected, it deploys a multi-million-dollar missile. Finally, when we examine procurement costs, an Iron Dome battery is around $50 million, while a single Steel Dome network node rises to about $250 million. It may seem significantly more expensive at first glance, but you're essentially purchasing a complete, self-contained air defense ecosystem in one package. The emergence of the Steel Dome isn't just about securing Turkish airspace. It's creating a massive ripple effect across the global arms market. We all remember the undeniable success of the Biker TB2 drones that shifted the balance in several recent conflicts, right? Turkey has already demonstrated to the world that top-tier military technology doesn't always have to originate from Washington or Moscow. The Steel Dome is positioned to become Turkey's next major export. For countries in the Middle East, Central Asia, or even Southeast Asia that want advanced air defense without the political complications of dealing with superpowers, the Steel Dome becomes an extremely appealing option. They gain cutting-edge AI, a wide range of weapon systems, and most importantly, full operational independence. Plus, because Turkey produces everything domestically, they can easily upgrade software, integrate new radars, or add next-generation missiles into the Heikki system whenever needed without relying on foreign approval. That level of flexibility is invaluable. In the near future, we could even see the Steel Dome evolving to counter hypersonic missiles or expanding into space-based threat defense. The foundational ecosystem they've built is strong and perfectly prepared for future technology. Now, after hearing all these impressive capabilities and export potential, I know the biggest question. Is this system available for purchase right now, and will countries outside the immediate region like my home country Thailand be acquiring it? To be direct, no, the full system is not available yet. The Turkish government only officially approved mass production of the Çelubet project in late 2024. At the moment, they are still in the integration phase, connecting all these weapons and AI systems to ensure everything operates flawlessly. They need to fully secure their own airspace before offering these systems internationally. As for whether a country like Thailand could buy it, it's unlikely in the near term. Our military currently operates a mixed air defense network that already meets our primary security needs. And considering the current defense budget situation, investing $250 million into a single network node is simply not realistic. We'll probably be watching the system from the sidelines for now. So, to wrap things up, Turkey's Steel Dome is much more than just a military showcase or a simple rival to the Iron Dome. It represents the ultimate expression of self-reliance. It's a statement to the world that Turkey has firmly established itself as a leading defense technology power. By combining AI-driven networks with a fully integrated arsenal, the Steel Dome has become one of the most advanced and intriguing air defense systems of the 21st century. It will be fascinating to see how the global security landscape evolves as this level of technology begins spreading to other countries. But what do you think? Do you believe Turkey's Steel Dome will perform flawlessly in real-world combat like its design suggests? Or is this just the beginning of a major new arms race in the region? Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's start the discussion.